Sports fans are gearing up at Interstate Sports, your home for officially licensed fan gear. We have jerseys, custom frames, team signs, draft tumblers, and more. For every sports fan's needs, visit interstatesportsgifts.com.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football and the Team. That's right. If you're here, that means you want to become a team member, and here's how you do it. Simply join up. There are 3 tiers. The first tier is the player tier. On this tier, you get to use special emojis as well as you will get member shoutouts. The second tier is the coach tier. Now, here's where you get prioritized in the comment section on live streams, discounted merchandise. You also will receive access to early videos and private videos. The third tier is the coordinators tier. This tier right here is where it gets really exciting. You get to skip the phone lines and be next automatically. Also, you can join me on the screen, right, during the live streams. You get to come on the screen and talk your talk. Also, we'll be watching some games together. So you'll get specialized and private links in order to watch the games with Coach live. Just a quick note, the higher the tier, you also get the perks that go below it. That's really exciting. So not only that you get the perks for that tier, but you get the ones that follow underneath as well. So don't hesitate. Go ahead, hit that join button, become part of the team with Coach Hayes, and become a player, coach, or coordinator. And I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time this season.
Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you're gonna go live, slide, you're gonna go live, slide, you're gonna go live, slide. I like you got some skate, skates on, skates on, skate. I like you got on some 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 skate. For the jet, let's go. Pull off with you, slide ding, ride ding, dad ding, moving with you, drop it with you, time about the green light, let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Kane Nation? Talk to me. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. We already got 42 people here in the building checking us out on this great Wednesday evening. All right. 8:03. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Let me check out some of these comments, man. Boy, Shad, I tell you, boy, with friends like you who need enemies. I love it, Shad. There we go. LMV in the building with the thumbs up. I'm loving it. There it is. So I know everything looks good, sounds good. Before I get to the roll call, y'all notice I got my Whitney shirt on. And today we're talking about the Miami Hurricanes have to move past, taking a knee and that whole debacle onto the UNC Tar Heels, North Carolina Tar Heels. Today I was riding home and I thought about it. I said, didn't we almost have it all? And so I want to hit you with a selection from the Coach Hayes vault of songs, if you don't mind. And it goes a little something like this. Didn't we almost have it all? When taking the lead was all we do to keep winning. The ride with you was worth it all, my friend. The Canes makes life worth living. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here all week, ladies and gentlemen. I just feel like my inner Whitney had to come out. Didn't we almost have it all? And Shad told me not to rub my chest like this again, so I'm doing it anyway. Shout out to Shad in the building. It's tough out here in these streets for a Cane fan. I'm trying to tell you, it's tough. We're going to open the phone lines. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do all that stuff. And I don't need nobody going out there clipping out this thing and then trying to embarrass me. Back to why I say Shad. If you got friends like Shad, you don't need enemies. If y'all know what that means, it's an inside joke. But I got a bigger joke. I got that joker's phone number and real name. I might put it on Twitter. I might put that person's name on Twitter and have all the team members call him. And let's troll him. He can't block everybody. He can't block everybody. He's going to have to change his phone number. So I might do that. I'm going to call a couple people. I might have to talk to E. Brown and Shad and Ellen and T. Hines and everybody. Matter of fact, Ellen, have you heard from Reggie? Where's Reggie? I haven't heard from Reggie. I haven't seen him in the chat. I'm worried about my friend, Reggie. So, he's a Georgia Bulldog fan, and they still winning, so that's not an issue, I hope. But anyway, I hope he is okay, man. Pilo in the building, those guys. Let me do a roll call and get this thing started. Let me stop bloviating, in the words of E. Brown. But anyway, Black Money says, Coach, appreciate you. Oh, God, Shad. There we go. QB with the U's up. What's up with you, man? LMV with the thumbs up. Here we are, the membership. We talked about it. You saw the video at the beginning. You want to become a member, all you got to do is hit the join button. Follow that link right there that Ellen has put in the chat. Or, like I said, if you're an Apple member, you got to go through your Safari. It doesn't work with the YouTube app. I don't know why that is. Pilo in the building. Shout out to the best channel on YouTube, Coach Hayes Football. Thank you, Pilo. Appreciate it. Hurricane Rod says, I love the shirt. Thank you, man. I hope you enjoyed my singing just as much as you enjoyed the shirt. Shauna Boo, what's up with you? Says, hey, Coach, I was so hurt. Saturday night. You were hurt. I know you were hurt. You close to the situation, but Shauna Boo, golly. I wanted to Shauna Boo hoo and cry. I was pissed. I was beyond pissed offtivity. I don't even know if that's a word. IMAX in the building. What's up, Coach Hayes? The team. Yes. Join the team. Also, like I said, special shout out to our sponsor, my man Trevor, who owns InterstateSportsGifts.com. If you have anything, there's the phone number as well. Make sure you give him a call or order online. I mean, and especially on game days checkout, you might pop up with a 15% off or something. So make sure you check him out. But Big Mom Hurricane fan, any of your sports memorabilia needs, make sure you check him out right there and holler at him as well. Coach, we're saving the knee. Can't let other teams see. See, I knew you were going to be the first one to get slapped today, Shad. I knew it. Coach, we were saving the knee. We can't let other teams see. Sometimes the pain is so deep. You got to laugh at it. God almighty. Oh, God. Birdstone Light Body, what's up with you, man? Pilo, of course. Brother Jay Blaze in the building. What's up with you? I'm trying to find some of these members up in here, man. Let me see who else we got up here. A63 Kane. Hey, baby, you pull one of them fantasy leagues out. We got a nice fantasy league going right now. I'm going to put those up. I think next week I'll put those up during sometime, whatever. But I'm not losing. I think Brother Jay Blaze is actually in the league, man. But, yeah. Anyway, Studio One Live, what's up with you, man? I know you used to do some music. Coach do I got the pipes for it? Didn't we almost have it all? Come on, man. All we had to do was take a knee to keep on winning. Come on, man. Anyway, let's jump right into this deal. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I did the good, bad, and ugly. And as emotions go down and logic comes up, I know this may not be a popular opinion, but a lot of people were giving TVD a lot of slack, and rightfully so. He threw 3 stankums in there. But I have to be honest, his gameplay was not this sounds hypocritical and oxymoronic, but it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. The defense played extremely well, except that very last drive. I mean, if you think about it, the scores they gave up were very short fields. Not excuses, but reality. It is modern day football. People are going to score. You very rarely see shutouts anymore. The problem offensively is I've said this before. We're looking for that breakout, game changer, difference maker type of guy. We have guys we caught the ball extremely well. I don't see guys with the dropsies. I think Riley dropped that corner route, right? Should have caught it. Tough pass. It was contested. It wasn't just a straight hit him in the hands and drop. But other than that, I didn't see a lot of just straight drops on the field, right? It's like it was good and it was bad. It was good and ugly. It wasn't a lot of bad in between there. And the bad was really bad, right? Bad timing, bad mechanics, bad throws, bad fundamentals, bad technique. When it was bad, it was catastrophic. But the good, there were a lot of goods. The problem is we don't have, or we haven't shown to have, a guy who can pop it off at 60 at any given moment. We got guys that are working hard. Henry Parrish pounding and grinding that thing out, right? Even Don Chaney pounding and grinding that thing out, okay? But we need a guy that can pound and grind it. When he pops it, it's gone. From a receiver standpoint, we saw the 2 deep balls. We saw we saw Kobe Young on one, and we saw Restrepo on the other, right? But nobody broke away. Nobody broke away. Kobe Young did, but he ended up falling down. We ran it in, no problem. I'm just saying those are one plays. We're not talking about give a guy a now route and let's get busy. Let's get moving. We haven't seen that yet for the Canes, I have to be honest. We haven't seen that where a guy take that thing 60, 80, make a guy miss open field, holler at you, and not get chased down. I'm just calling a spade right here. And that's going to be an issue as we get deeper into the ACC play, in my opinion. We got a new member. Holy smokes. We got a Howard Bison up in this thing. Y'all clap it up for the new member, CW. Appreciate it. Because it's the best I could tell him. Now, CW is always in the building. He's got a hater vibe to him. It's his demeanor. His demeanor has haterisms to it. But I love that he's here. Anyway, LMV, did you hear from Reggie? I don't know if you said it in the chat and I missed it, so I forgot. Interesting comment here, studio. I'm going to get to this comment here in 1 second. But anyway, back to my point. Defensively, were we getting to the football like nobody? Man, that one play when Corey Couch, they went in motion. Corey Couch came down. You saw Cam Kitchens come down. You saw Daryl Porter pin that thing in. Like when you saw our defense playing, and it's something about maybe it's just the visual effect of the black jersey because it's such a contrast between the green grass and the black jersey. But when we played last year or whenever last time we wore those black jerseys, it just seemed like we ran faster. We swarmed to the ball better. And it's a big contrast between the opposing team's uniform. Like you just see a pile of black. The other team may have on white pants. We have on white pants, so it doesn't look like a lot of guys. But, man, when we hit them dudes, it's 5, 6, 7, 8 people around the ball, sometimes 9 or even 10 people around the ball or on the ball carrier. The dude was just swallowed up, and that's how you play team defense. I said in the pregame show that we needed Leonard Taylor to step up and step out. And he started showing those flashes of popping out, beating those guys. Sometimes he didn't make the play. He didn't make the tackle, but he made the play by being a disruptor. James Williams became that guy that I've been looking for the longest, right? The interception was beautiful. The return was beautiful. Coming in, making hits, doing all those different type of things, coming off the edge. That's what I want to see out of number 20, man. Right? I got tired of talking about Bruce Wayne. I want to see Batman. That's what I want to see. I am tired of talking about Clark Kent. I want to talk about Superman. And that's what I saw. Let's get to Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke, as I go back and I looked at the film, as people like to say, I watched that game 3 or 4 times. I'd be lying if I said that. I did watch it again. One more time, just once. And I skimmed through a lot of it. I had to be honest. I didn't sit there and watch it like it was live. Tyler Van Dyke was on. But right at the end of the second quarter, he threw that one pick. And it seemed to rattle him a little bit, but he still was throwing decent balls. But like I said, when he was on, he was on. When he was off, it was catastrophic. And I think it's here for Tyler Van Dyke. It's not his physical ability. It's not his ability to throw the ball. I think it is more of a mental game for him. And when he maybe thinks too much, he messes up. I don't know. I've never spoken to the gentleman. He's very, blank-faced, stoic. He doesn't have a lot of emotion. So he's a hard read. It's hard to kind of read, but I still think he's okay. Now, I want to lead into North Carolina as I get into this deal. I want to kind of lead this into North Carolina. As we go into North Carolina play, I think he'll be okay. Take your time, call the plays, make the reads, make the throws. And he doesn't have to win the game. He doesn't have to win the game. Let your soldiers win the game. You're the general. The general doesn't fight. The general what? The general delegates. And you do that with the football, right? Boom, here you go. Here you go, Jacoby George. Here you go, Restrepo. Here you go. Here you go. Hand the ball off. Here you go. And sometimes quarterbacks feel like they have to win the game. When you see guys, I'll make a comparison to a Caleb Williams, for example. Caleb Williams has a different type of skill set, the quarterback at USC, where he has the physical, mental, and athletic ability to win a game. And he also feels like, and he can win a game. He did it against Arizona. He kept the ball in his hand, made the one little move, because he already thought that process through and kept the ball on the inside of the pylon. Like most people are not thinking that kind of way in the midst of the fight. And I don't know if Tyler Van Dyke has that. So he's a guy who I think has to distribute the ball amongst the ranks in order to win these battles. And that's not a bad thing. There's plenty of quarterbacks that have had great careers doing that. You know who's one of the great Miami Hurricanes? Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey was not the guy that was going to win it for you, for the Canes. He wasn't. He was the guy that distributed the ball to the other NFL future Hall of Famers or Pro Bowlers. And they won the games for us. But he distributed the ball to the right person at the right time to do the right things. I hope all that kind of makes sense. And so I say all that to say, I think he'll be okay as long as he keeps in a proper headspace. I've heard Coach Shannon Dawson talk about, her commentator actually said this, that Shannon Dawson said this. I didn't actually hear this. That TVD was a broken player and he had to come in and try to help fix him because he had gone through so many different things, which is true. He went through Rhett Lashley. He went through Josh Gaddis. Now he's on to Shannon Dawson. So this guy's had some obstacles in his way during his college career at the quarterback position. Imagine what that's like. Imagine going through Rhett Lashley, verbiage, terminology, expectations, all of that stuff as a quarterback. Then Josh Gaddis. Terminology, expectations, all of that stuff, how to read this, what to call that, what to do. Now you're on to Shannon Dawson. Golly, guys, it's hard to catch a rhythm. And so I say all that to say, I think he'll be okay. And I think I like, based on what I hear from Shannon Dawson, his approach. I like his approach. to quarterback coaching. I think he really gets to know the player. I just based on these interviews. I don't know Shannon Dawson from a can of paint, but listening to him talk, listening to where he delivers messages through the media, where he says things where people can understand it. And if you don't understand it, he'll say it again. And then what I like at the end, he'll ask you, does that make sense? Do you understand that? And I do that here on this show. I think that's a coaching thing. You talk to people, but you also, at the very end, you ask them, does that make sense? Do you understand? Because you want to make sure when you leave, that person has grasped whatever you're trying to teach them, whatever it is. And I'll say that a lot too when I'm trying to explain something. I catch myself trying to not say it so much, but I do, because I'll say, yada, 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 if that makes sense. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you understand what that means? And I think that's big. I think that's big. I'm going to go through some of these comments, but I want to talk to studio. Y'all refuse to believe Mario will throw a game for the Vegas elite like he intentionally tanked the season last year. Now, studio, I love you, man. I love you and I love you. But I need you to call in about this when I open the phone line. Because you're the same one saying we're going 12-0, bro. Come on, studio. Now, you can't be saying we're going 12-0 and you make a comment like this and say, y'all refuse to believe Mario will throw a game for the Vegas elites like he intentionally tanked the season last year. And you're the same one been saying we're going 12-0. Now, studio, soccer guard, I love you. And I'm not saying what you're saying is not true. I'm saying your statement is contradictory to what you've been saying. Again, I'm not saying your comment is not valid. I'm saying your comment contradicts what you've been preaching about 12-0. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I need you to call in and explain that when I open up the phone line, studio. All right, y'all been kind of killing me in the chat. Let me go through a couple of these before I start talking about North Carolina a little bit. Let me see. Love this right here. The Creeps SD, the defense is playing together like they haven't in a long time. They look good. To me right now, they look like they know where they're supposed to be on the tackles. They know how to get there. Man, I saw something still giving up the edge, though. But I have to say, this game could hardly find any, except to the very last drive. Jafari Harvey goes right down the middle of the guy and lets Haynes King get outside. If he would have just kept his arm out here, Haynes King would have had to throw that ball under so much pressure, I don't think it would have been a completed pass. Come on, 12. Come on. Let me see here. Trying to go through some of these chats here up in here. Let me see. P-Lo, you crazy. I see that, man. Mark Stamper says, Coach Hayes, when the Oracle calls in, ask her why she didn't let us know Miami wasn't taking a knee and it was going to cost us the game. She knew it was going to happen before it did. She told you, the refs, we didn't have to take a knee. I thought you knew that by now. You just here so you can understand why you made the choice. Mark? They cheated us because his elbow was down. So the ref did what they were supposed to do, regardless of us taking a knee or not. Follow me. I'm just teasing, bro. I'm just making up stuff. All right. Let me see. Let me go through this. There you go. Look, there go Tanisha said. She told you the zebras. She told you the zebras. CW, who you calling a flat earther, dog? Come on, dog. Beta people crying about officiating. Golly. Anyway, let me go on to North Carolina. Let's talk about them a little bit, and then I'll open up the phone line. I'm not going to get too deep. As you know, I do the pregame, postgame. And this is another primetime game for us, right? Night game. I think it's 7:30, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at this deal. North Carolina I believe, is quietly on fire. North Carolina is quietly on fire. I think a lot of people thought because people like Josh Downs were leaving and so forth, they were going to take a downward tick there on the graph. But no, right now they started off the season at 31-17 over South Carolina. South Carolina's not that good, but at the end of the day, 31-17. 40 points against App State, 40-34. 31-13 over Minnesota, 41-24 over Pittsburgh, and 40-7 over Syracuse. Now, the reason I bring those scores up is because they're averaging 36.6 points a game. We're averaging 39. So, from a score standpoint, should be pretty close. However, they've played a little bit tougher competition than us and had a bigger win differential, if that makes sense. They didn't have a Bethune-Cookman and a Temple on their roster, on their schedule. You know, they've played pretty much all Power Fives except for App State, and that was a close game, 6-point difference there. Now, Minnesota and those schools like North Carolina may not also be that good, but the level of competition, I think, was much higher. We started off with a Bethune-Cookman, then we played Texas A&M. We did good work there. Then we went on to we start off with Miami of Ohio, Miami of Ohio, Texas A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and then Temple. And then we go to Georgia Tech. And we lay an egg. Sure did. Just laid an egg. So I say all that to say North Carolina's coming in. Drake May comes in a quarterback. He's not people. I think he's quietly doing a good job. Last year he was good because again you had people seeing what he did. North Carolina seems to, like I said, be very quiet in their approach to this deal. I'm trying to go to see if I can find this doggone the leaders here. Oh, here we go. So right now Drake May is at 1,600 yards, 72% completion. And like I say, 1,600 yards there's nothing to sneeze at, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, we look at Tyler Van Dyke, he's at 1,300 yards. So that's a little bit difference in there. But Drake May is still a very good quarterback. He definitely has some run ability. They have a running back there named Amarion Hampton who can run the ball pretty well. But their receiver that's taking over for Josh Downs' spot is McCollum, and he's coming in with 355 yards in this game. So defensively, I'm not worried. I'm just worried that will we move the ball offensively on them and make big plays. That's something that, and Shannon Dawson talked about this in his press conference. He calls them explosives, right? Which is a proper term. We don't have explosives. We don't have explosive plays where a guy shoots out the pile, like I said. We don't have those. We may shoot out the pile, but it may be a 25, 30-yard gain. Technically speaking, that's an explosive. But we're talking about, boom, take it to the house, strike out the band, and referee throwing his arms in the air. That's kind of where we are. Let me go ahead and open up the phone line and get the queue started up in here. 862-799-9956. Go ahead and call on in, and let's talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts. Studio, don't you run from me. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, studio. I need to talk about what you said. I like to have things in context. So I know it's hard to, say things you typing on here sometimes. So anyway. Coach Hayes, did you look at the TD run by 29 was called back for holding after the play? Was it a legit call? Technically speaking, legit call, but it was a ticky-tack foul. It was within the body. Like they always say, you can call holding on every play. I would not have called it if I'm a referee. I wouldn't even reach for my flag. It wasn't even close. And that's not having to do, me, I'm going to call a spade a spade. It had nothing to do with Miami Hurricanes. I would have said that if that was a Georgia Tech play get called back and you asked me, even as a Georgia Tech fan, I would not have called it back. Because it was right at point of attack and it's right in there. So anyway, somebody said, Coach, that wasn't a hole. Okay. It wasn't. Thomas. That wasn't a hold. Okay, no problem. It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It was tic-tacky. See, because sometimes we want to change the definition of what a hold is, right? Because he's not pulling away from you, you don't consider it a hold. But we can go back and look at it. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, Studio One in the building.
What's up, big bro? I ain't running for you.
Hey, I'm about to get my Anna Whitney on. I'm finna come fine. I'm about to dance with somebody up in here. Well, let's dance. Let's dance, Studio. Because you're the one talking at 12-0. I need to talk to me, Studio. So what was your comment? Explain.
I was wrong about the 12-0. I thought they was going to let their foot off our neck, but I was wrong about it. I thought they were going to let their foot off our program's neck, but they still tinker with it.
Okay.
Listen, let's go back to last season about the tank in the season. Mario's mantra being, sometimes you just have to have a season like that. Please tell me, how do you have to have a season like that unless you try to have a season like that?
Okay. Listen, so hold on. Let me ask you this, though. Hold on, Studio. I get all that.
No, I want you to answer this question for real, though, Coach. How do you have to have a 5-7 season? Please explain that.
No, you don't have to. That to me, that's mumbo jumbo foolishness talk just to try to ease your hand out the lion's mouth. For the average person, they might be like, oh, Coach said you got to have one of those. Okay, give me one of those. That's just like the person with the doggone warranty, right? With the extended warranty. Hey, it's best you get the extended warranty and you never use it. So here's my question to you before we push on it, because we got quite a few people calling. When we brought up that there may be a loss here and there, you were, no, we 12-0 and Mario this. And now tonight, you say, and I wish I could go back and find it so far back in the chat. Now
you ain't got to. I agree. I said it.
Yeah.
And I'm holding myself accountable. I was wrong because they not let their foot off our program. And this game was evident. I can't ignore the evidence.
But you didn't say that, though.
I'm wrong.
But you didn't say
evidence is dead in my face.
But Studio, you didn't say they didn't let the foot off our neck. Your comment was Mario would drop a game for the Vegas elites. That's different than what you saying. Yeah, that's different than saying let their foot off our neck.
It was apparent before your eyes. I can't help it. I didn't think it was going to happen. I should have known, though, because it happened in Manning's era as well. And last year, go back. I challenge you, Coach, to do a video review on the Virginia game last year.
Okay.
And watch the ref and Mario on the sideline right before the end of that game discussing the script. I know it's conspiratorial, you don't know what they were talking about, blah, blah, blah. But watch the end of the game. Now, remember, it was a 2.5 point spread. Watch them orchestrate them to get the third overtime so we can win by 2 points and not cover and go 1-11 to get the spread. Like, you can't make this stuff up, bro. Just go back and watch it only takes 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes of the game.
All right, I'll go back and do that for you, Stu.
Last minute of the game and the overtime section. We could have punched it in with Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory could have punched it in. I think Ja'Cory Brooks was playing. He could have just ran. He could have just launched in and won with the touchdown. We could have even kicked a field goal and won. But they refused. They were not allowed to cover a spread because they're part of Vegas. I thought it was off. Okay. I hear the talk. Mara sound like they let him off the leash. But apparently they did not.
All right, Studio. Well, listen, I'm going to let you roll on that, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for calling in and clarifying your point.
CW, hold on. Tell CW call in. He talking about lowering the IQ of your show. Boy, if you know what my IQ is 158. I'm Hey Woo the Guru. Ancient knowledge is in here, boy. I see through the matrix, through W And half these games are tinkered with, son. Half these games are tinkered with. So unleash the veil over your eyes and stop believing in these people's system. CW, he the hood dude from the suburbs that think he's smart because he went to a school or college. I went to college engineering and all that. I went to Bethune Cookman, all blah, 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 blah. He learned the IQ of the show. Man, tell him to sit his country ass down somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, studio, I love you, man. I got to go. Well, CW, all I can tell you is
Shots fired! Shots fired!
you better call on in. I'm coming to you right here, man. 9787 coming to you. CW, oh boy, you're in trouble. I will say this. I hear people, and I hear this all the time, especially from people who bet a lot because they always watch the spread and the line. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't know if the coaches and the referees are conspiring. Now, I can say the referees may be in cahoots with the upper people there, but I don't know if the coaches like the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. Hey, you want this game to keep going? All right, let's turn the sprinklers on. I don't think this is my personal opinion. I don't know if it's like that. I may be wrong. The referees may be involved in that because we've seen a ton of evidence of that. But I don't know if like, hey, Whitehead, come here, let me see. So how much time I got? So I need to call this play, and I don't need to what? Don't get a first down? Okay. Because if I get the first down, then I could get – okay. No, I don't think it works that way. That's just my opinion. But anyway, 9787 coming to you. Call or talk to us. You got 2 minutes. What's your thoughts?
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. Who am I speaking with?
This is Jeremy up in Virginia. I just subscribed to your channel. I've been watching your show for a few different days now, and it's pretty good. So I thought I'd give you my thoughts on the game.
Talk to me, Jeremy. I appreciate it, man. What's going on?
Yeah, no problem. So, it took me a couple days to kind of come down off the ledge from that game. I've been watching the Canes for the past 20 years now. So my dad's a diehard Cane fan since the 80s, so he's got to experience a lot better than I have. But, being in Virginia, I was at that Virginia game last year, that 4-time overtime debacle, that Shakala game. But, man, I was thinking about it, and it was a tough loss. And I think that's why this game was so bad, because we had no business losing. And I agree, the refs were horrible that game. That holding call on that touchdown run was not holding. His elbow was down. Blocking a player out of bounds, never heard that call before in my life. But
yeah, never heard. I'm sorry. Let me pause your time because I need to understand that. I heard that. What happened? Can you explain to me what happened right there? What happened I heard the block. Well, I never heard that. What happened?
So what he was doing, he was blocking. It was a run play, I believe, and there was two defenders blocking the Georgia Tech guy, or offensive players blocking the Georgia Tech guy, and we're just continuing their block from inbounds and had pushed him probably maybe 2 or 3 yards out of bounds and let go. And he threw the flag immediately. And that unsportsmanlike taunting penalty that they did against Reuben Bain, where he looked at the player. Now, he may have said something, but it's football.
Oh, that was Corey Flagg. Flagg. Yeah.
They talk. Or Corey Flagg, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They talk. That's what that is. So, I'm not a big conspiracy guy or tinfoil hat guy, but you could tell that ref had something against Miami. He was not there playing. I don't know if he thought that this was a Miami wearing those camis back in the 80s or what it was, but this is a totally different team. And, the thing that I think some fans don't realize is that we are still in control of our own destiny.
True.
Like, we play Florida State, North Carolina, Louisville, and Clemson. Mm-hmm. If we win the games that we're supposed to win and we win out, we're in the ACC title game. It's not over. Mm-hmm. And some people are acting like the world's coming down, and it was an ugly loss. We had no business losing, but personally, you can also take it as a reality check. Just so you know, like, it doesn't matter who you play on Saturday.
But I have to say this though, Jeremy. Can I say this if you don't mind?
Sure.
You could take it as a reality check. But I have to say, as bad as it was, we could call it on the refs. We could do all of that. All of that would have been washed away by just taking a knee.
If we won.
No, just take a knee. Exactly. We win. So I get where you're coming from. And I know what you mean. Also, I think Canes fans are tired of, including myself, is we're always trying to find the silver lining into winning for the season. We'll drop a game like this and we'll say, well, let me look at the rest of the schedule and see how it plays out. Versus being up a game, right? So in case we lose one that's tougher down the road, we got a W in our pocket. And I think that's the biggest issue is that we're constantly saying, okay, doggone, we lost this game. Yeah. But if we win out,
mathematical equation
at the end of the year, you sit up here and be a statistician for no reason, would take a knee. And again, as we can call it the refs, we can say the players bad, even Tyler Van Dyke, he played terrible and all of that stuff. And you still had a chance to overcome a 5-turnover game with a W by simply just
and I think that's the thing that I've been kind of, pondering back and forth is the fact that, is this going to be Miami of past where we spiral on a 2 or 3 game losing streak because we're so sad that we lost this game and, we should have done this? Or is this going to be the team that's going to buckle up like I think they very well could be, take it on the chin and realize, you know what, we're going to play hard and we're going to do what we need to do, and they end up being the team that we all know they can be because they've shown it.
Yeah, I'll say this in
Texas A&M. No one thought they could.
Yeah, and I'll say this in conclusion here, Jeremy. I got to push on. Yes, you're right.
No, you're good.
Yeah, but you're right. But as players, when you walk in that locker room, especially the defense, and I'm not saying they shouldn't, but we're just talking reality versus theory. When you walk in that locker room and y'all literally played your butts off except to that last drive, I had to be honest, that's the only true fault I could give them. Corey Couch, he misjudged the ball. Yep. Cam came up. Yep. But we got a loss.
The defense played great.
Yeah, because we got a loss because Coach said, don't take a knee. And I don't want to keep going over it, but that's just my thing. But Jeremy, thank you, man, for becoming a new subscriber. Tell your dad to join on in with us too, man. We long-time Canes fans. We have a good time. We do pre- and post-game shows and all that stuff as well, man.
We got it. It's all about the you, baby.
All about the you. Thanks, brother. All right, going to 5668, coming to you. 5668. Call. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I didn't. I got you. Okay, I got Blaze in here. Blaze, you're going to be next. You remember you get to skip the line. 5668. Call or talk to us.
Is it me?
5668.
Yo, Coach Hayes, what they do?
What's up, man? Who am I speaking with?
This Cheese Banks, man. Cheese. I'm a Northern alumni too, man. I'm from Dade County, born and raised. A hurricane through and through, Coach.
All right, man. When you left out of Northern, what year you left out?
I graduated 2002.
Okay, so you out of there? Yeah, you were there. I was there, definitely, of course. Yeah, I was there with Ville and Bostic and all them, man. Yeah.
Man, Bostic, I grew up with all them boys.
Yeah. So what's up, man? Talk to me, man. What's up with these Canes, though, man? Okay, yeah, sure enough.
And my cousin Glenn Cook played middle linebacker around 2004, 2008. Yeah. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be therapy for me because I'm coming to Vent, okay?
Vent on, brother.
Okay, now I done been to every game this year. Like I got season tickets. I'm finding a way to get there. Know what I'm saying? I sat there and watched this game.
Okay.
And I analyzed this game. We dominated the line of scrimmage the entire game on both sides of the ball. There's no reason to lose when you dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. The defense played a heck of the game. For me, I understand, okay, at the end of the game, you take a knee, it's all over, said and done. You can say the same thing as if the ref call it down like it's supposed to be called down, then we win the game too. What the hell we got replay for if you need binoculars too to see that the elbow was down? But my thing is, this falls on TVD. We go as TVD go. TVD plays bad, we lose.
That's right.
TVD plays good, we win. And it's just that simple. Nothing more, nothing less. The defense is solid. The offensive line is solid. TVD was not pressured. He probably got hit one time. This man threw 3 books. 2 of the books was in scoring position. That's 14 points that we didn't put on the board. That's 14 points that we didn't put on the board, Coach.
I agree with you.
He threw another book for no reason. I don't know why he threw that one into triple coverage. He threw a book into triple coverage.
Yeah,
Now,
he didn't see the safety.
also, it's one more play that I'm gonna describe to you.
Talk to him.
He had Jacoby on a go route.
Okay.
Jacoby had the safety beat. The safety was on. He couldn't even turn his hips in time. Instead of letting the route develop, and he was not getting pressure, instead of getting the route develop, he checks down. He checks it down to the left side of the field. And you can hear the whole crowd like, whoa, like, damn, you just missed Jacoby on the go route. Like, you didn't let the route develop. Like, I don't know what was TVD problem, but from the moment he did that RPO and he, instead of keeping it, he pitched it.
Yeah, that was terrible.
He could have just got like 4 or 5 yards and slid it. Dog, the man was tripping that whole game, bro. Like, he wasn't seeing the field. You say he was on, but he was not on. His lights were off, bro. His lights were really off that game.
Yeah, but okay. So here's what I'll say. That pitch right there, first of all, I don't even know why they have that play design, period. I'm not one to criticize and ridicule coaches for what they do. But I also know what you can and can't do as a player. You basically trying to run the triple option with Tyler Van Dyke. You just using the receiver as the pitch man, right? That's really what you're doing.
But all right, you saying that, Coach, not to cut you off, 3 games earlier, how many times has he pulled the ball and got 30 yards, 20 yards? He's showing evidence that he can run. TVD needs to start being, excuse me, my language, but stop being a B. Take control of the offense, be a leader, and you got it. It's in you. We see it. We see it. We done seen it, but it's times where he reverts back to 2022.
And that's why I say it's mental for
pressure.
him. It's mental for him. It's not his physical ability. It's his mental ability. It's his mental in the game. Like, I don't know if because I don't know the kid. So I don't know if he's an overthinker, if he just goes into a mental block. I don't know him, guys. So I don't want to speculate on why he's doing that. But what I can say, I believe it's all mental. It's not a physical thing. But, man, I like it. I appreciate it, dog. As always, man. You know you're more than welcome to call in. Let me push on. Always, brother. Thanks, man.
But one more thing, Coach. I'm going to say it. We go as TVD go.
True story.
Just that simple.
True story. That's a fact. 100% facts.
All right. So you have a good night, Coach. Thank you for giving me time.
Anytime, brother. All right. And like you said, that's a big fact right there. That the team goes as TVD. And I hate to say it, but that's most teams, right? Your quarterback is the engine to the Ferrari. A Ferrari is just a hunk of metal without the engine. You got to have that engine in there. Brother Jay Blaze in the building. Talk to us, baby.
What's going on, Coach Hayes? Man, I love your evaluation on good, bad, and the ugly.
Appreciate it, man.
That was beautiful.
Thanks, man.
I agree with that last caller when he was talking about the physical ability of TBD, and I definitely 1,000% agree with you when you say TBD is a mental thing. It's definitely a mental thing, and it's a lot of things that can affect the quarterback, like the offensive line. But I got a couple of questions. I got one question, so I can be brief, so other callers can call in. One, we got UNC coming up, and I mentioned this before about a mobile quarterback. Controlling those edges, like you always point out in your evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
That last play, when the quarterback got out and made that pass for the winning touchdown. I shout out to Lamar Thomas. He mentioned this, controlling the edges. You know what I'm saying? Containment. Containment going to be real important because UNC going to try to come out, establish a run game, and Drake may love to pass.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's a mobile quarterback. We got it's for some reason I hope Coach Gentry give emphasis this week in practice dealing with a mobile quarterback and controlling the edges. And Dawson also, he thrived in spread formations. If you look at the games, the 4 games we played before we played this last one, look at the formations that he was in. They were spaced out and they were spread out. A lot of those tight formations, TBD don't seem like he does good in those type of formations for some reason. He
Yeah.
need to get the ball out of his hand quick and make quick decisions.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and the thing is, if he had, but you also saw one thing I would give the offensive line, they protected him well. Now, when they overloaded him that one time, they kind of shot him up the gut with the double A gap blitz. Those things happen sometimes, right? It's football, no problem.
Right.
But he can deliver the deep ball, man. He delivers a good intermediate, and deep ball, right? But
Right.
sometimes it can be hit and miss. And like I said, I think the guy still has it. He just has to get whatever that is going on up there when it comes to play. Just got to get it out. I wouldn't be mad if he just get pissed one day and just start cussing everybody out. I think people would be like, all right, let's go, dog. Like, all right, this the Taliban. Because even when he throw a touchdown, he'd be like, yep, that's it. Or he might throw his hand up.
That's that leadership. Pilo was mentioning in the chat. He mentioned about leadership. That's those qualities. He's a nice sized quarterback, and he can run. He proved he ran for a touchdown in the game before last. So he can run. He got the speed. You see, he ran down the play and pushed him out of bounds to save the touchdown.
Yeah.
So he got the speed that's in him. He's a nice sized quarterback. He can do it.
100%.
Just protect the ball.
All right. Already, brother Jay Blaze. I holler at you, man. Let me get the J Love T, man. He in the pipe back here. He finna go off on me.
Okay.
Thanks,
See
brother.
you in the champagne room.
We in the champagne room, dog. Saturday. Be there or be square. All right, J Love. Oh Lord, I got some players in back here. I got Chi-Town King. We sound like a group. I got J Love T, brother Jay Blaze, the Oracle. Let me see here. Chi-Town and Get Down Brown. I see you back there. And we got John the Baptist from Polk County. Well, we got some characters in here tonight, boy. Anyway, let me get to J Love. Talk to me, J Love.
What up, Coach Hayes, man? Good evening, brother, and happy Tuesday, man.
Wednesday, but I'll take it. Go for it.
Oh, my bad. I'm not a doubt. It's the stress. It's the stress, man.
I'm with you.
Let me go off a little bit. Listen, man. I know the fans, y'all look scared right now, bro. Y'all look really, really scared, man. Mario, that contract, I don't want to hear no excuses. Go down there Saturday and whoop them blue and whites ass, boy. I don't want to hear any of that. I see the confidence is gone. Everyone is down. Listen, man. This is what y'all promised me. Y'all promised me Mario will take us to the top. Don't quit on me now, dog. Come on now. This is what everybody wanted. When everyone had different opinions, when everybody said start over, this is the guy you guys said that would take us to the top. Don't go backwards now. We knew he was a bad game manager before he got here. He's still a bad game manager in 2023, and he will continue being a bad game manager in 2024. No excuses. You making $80 million. Go down there and get us that W and put us on the right track. So when December comes, we can flood all the recruits that we want. Come on now. I'm pissed, but I ain't scared now. What about you, Hayes? Are you terrified or are you ready to bust?
Hey, boy, listen, I'm ready to go. You got me fired up, J Love. You got me fired up.
Come on now. Come on now.
Like I told people, bro, listen, you just said something, and I'm big on that. See, I don't want people to turn on Coach Cristobal now, right? This is like you said it perfectly. Y'all wanted to start over, wipe the slate clean, bring the prodigal son home, right? And get this thing rolling. And we in year 2, and now we ready to turn on them. Now, I will, like I told you, I will praise you when you do great. I will criticize you when you do wrong. And I'm going to bust your head when it's catastrophic. And that taking a knee was catastrophic. That's just how it goes. So, I'm with you 100%, dog.
Let me add 2 more things here, if you don't mind.
Do your thing,
fans, listen, man. We on a two-week winning streak with the good, bad, and ugly. Come on now. Let's make it 3 weeks in a row. We had 1,900 views. Let's get to 2,200, man. Share it with your mama, grandma, brother, sister, stepbrother, stepsister, step-uncle, stepdaddy, your brother, stepmama, stepdaddy, step-uncle, step-cousin, whoever. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram thread, whatever. Let's keep the streak going now. It's at 2,100 for Colorado. We had 1,900. Come on, man. I take pride for that, man. I take real pride for that, man. And on one more thing, it's not on a serious note. Let me bring my tone down. Condolences, man. Much respect to David Njoku, man. We're glad that he's alive.
Yes.
The picture is spreading through everywhere, even around the world, man. Thank God that he's alive. He's safe. He's crazy as hell because for playing on Sunday, me personally, Coach Chase, man, no disrespect, I would have sat down and got that check for free. I mean, it's a couple $1,000. But yeah, man, much respect to you, brother, man, and you're well in our hearts, Mr. Njoku, man. And good night, Coach Hayes, man. Love you, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Come on, Kings family, man. 2,200 now, 2,200.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all get it thing to 2,200, man. Stop playing. All right, appreciate it, man. All right, here we go. Let me see here. Oh, Insane DW. He a member. He get to skip the line. Insane, talk to me.
Coach, peace and blessings be amongst you, my brother. How's it going tonight?
I'm going good, man. You talk to me, man. What's up with you, man? You were at the game. What's your thoughts? What were you feeling in the stands? And then look, I do want to talk to North Carolina a little bit, but talk to me.
Yeah, first let me say you're right. I was at the game and watching that whole thing unfold. We were our own worst enemy. At the end of the day, we beat them up and down the field, left and right, and we were our own worst enemy. From the penalties to the turnovers, the poor coaching decision, and Jimmy Johnson said it a long time ago. You never leave the game in the hands of the officials. But I go back to this. We were our own worst enemy. We got to suck it up. It is what it is. Because it stung the hell out of me. Like I say, watching it live and seeing Buddy come off the backside on that post with Cam coming downfield. Oh, I just dropped my head because I knew what the end result was.
When that ball went in the air, you was like,
time to move on.
no!
It's time to move on.
Hey, for real, though, insane.
That's what I did. I was in shock. I'm like, oh, my God.
Hey, can I tell you the truth?
Hey,
when that ball was in the air, wasn't it in slow motion?
It was. It was. I started to jump out the stand and knock it down myself, but I couldn't get there fast enough. You know, but like I said, when I saw Cam come down, I'm like, oh, that's it. Excuse me, like we ass out.
Yeah.
But I'm past it. It's time to move on, refocus, and let this be a learning lesson.
I love it.
You know, not just for the kids, the players, but for Mario also, because he knows that's not the first time he's made a decision that cost the team a game.
True.
So that's on him. That's on the team. It's a team effort. That's on us as fans, because when all that went down and they start throwing bottles on the field and all that, that's a bad look on us all around.
Yeah, they threw that bottle stupid. Yeah.
Not only as a team, but a fan base also. You know, so, but I'm here for it. Like I say, on to North Carolina. We owe Drake May anyway. It's about time to repay him and knock them off at home and get back on track. That's all it is. You know, so,
bro, we need
get on Clemson ass the weekend.
You right, bro. I appreciate it, man. It's time to get North Carolina, period, bro. They done got us 5 years. This is gonna be year 6. We on the other. We getting closer. We about to have to start rounding up towards a decade in a minute. So it's time to knock off them baby blues in a minute.
Like don't do like that. Yeah.
I have no choice, dog.
Ooh. Yeah.
Somebody,
insane.
Insane. Somebody say you was a North Carolina fan anyway because you only drink that Johnny Walker blue. You don't have that green. You drink that blue. Talk to me. What's up with that?
Green tonight.
Okay. All right.
Green
okay. All right. I don't want to make sure you were still right.
Green tonight. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And you know what I say? That thing.
Bite. Ooh, bite.
Yes, sir. All
right, boy. I appreciate you, man. Yes, sir.
All right. Peace and blessings to you, Coach.
You too, man. All right, real quick, man. Let me get right here. I'm coming to get down, Brown. I feel like I got the Oracle. I think I got the Oracle in here. Man, I'm gonna get to Chi-Town, John the Baptist. Then I'm gonna get to them. All right, here we go. Chi-Town King, because it's gonna be a doozy. Chi-Town King, talk to me.
What's good, Coach? Happy Wednesday, man.
I'm good. What's going on with you, man?
Going good. Just waiting for this North Carolina game, man. I feel like the fans are reacting the way they are, but I feel like the team is just ready to hit somebody. So I'm just excited to see that unfold. I stopped thinking about the Georgia Tech game probably like Monday. So I'm just excited to see the boys out there playing again, man.
Yeah. I am too, man. What do you think about North Carolina? Everybody kind of still talking about it, but so far it's going backward. What do you think about North Carolina coming up? Do you think they're quietly winning? Because they're undefeated. Are they quietly winning?
I don't think they're quietly winning. I think they're a good team. I just think they figured themselves out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I figured Drake May's having an off season by his standards, but he's not making any dumb decisions. He's not putting his team in a position to lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's doing what he's supposed to. So, and that's all the team asked him to do. They got a great running back. I think his name's Amarion Cooper or something like that. He's having
Amarion Hampton. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hampton. So there you go. Yeah, no, I think they're just a well-oiled machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not dominant. Like, they're definitely beatable. And since South Carolina, they haven't been all that shockingly good. Their passing game finally opened up last week, but you know, nothing too outrageous. But I definitely think I think a lot of the Miami players who haven't beaten North Carolina because they're on like a 4-game winning streak right now. I think they're just ready for some payback.
I think it's 5. Yeah, this year makes 6, like the 6th game. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I just think the players are just ready for some payback, man. I think it's the perfect storm of we got players pissed off about last week, and on top of that, they want to get back on North Carolina. So I think they're just gonna take out all their frustrations on UNC. I'm just excited to see it, man. It's a night game. I'm just real excited to see it, man. I'm ready to put this whole last weekend behind us, and I'm just excited, man. They don't scare me. I'm not worried about losing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited to see how the team's gonna act, man.
No, I agree, man. I appreciate it. I will say this here in conclusion. I'm looking at Drake May's stats. I think the reason he's not, or people don't think he's doing well, because he's not throwing a lot of touchdowns, but his yardage is stupid. Syracuse, right, going backwards, threw for 442, Pitt he threw for 3 touchdowns. Pitt he threw for 296, 1 touchdown. Minnesota 414, 2 touchdowns. Then he threw for 208 against App State, no touchdowns, and threw for 269 against South Carolina, 2 touchdowns. So he's not a touchdown leader, but my God, he has 2 games with over 400 yards, another game just 4 yards short of 300. And come on, man, the dude lighting it up. But the thing is, you could tell by just looking at that stat, they get down there, but they run the ball in for touchdowns, I guess is the right way to say it, because they're putting up almost 40 points a game.
Yeah. That's why I said by his standards, it looks like an off year, and he's not losing his team the game. Like, right. He's doing his job. He's doing whatever needs to get done to score points.
Gotcha.
So that's why by his standards, it looks down, but he's just doing his job.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, man, let me push on here. This is going to be interesting, man. I got John the Baptist on this thing, man.
All right, Coach, man. Stay safe out here.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Anyway, I'm still looking for Reggie, man. Reggie's bothering me. I'm also looking for my man. Oh my God, what's the dude called me from Cali, man? He was hiding in the strip club bathroom calling me, man. Where is he at? John the Baptist from Polk County, talk to me. I can't believe I forgot his name.
Coach.
Yes.
All right, listen. You want to talk about North Carolina? You say, hey, let's talk about them. Let's forget them fools. Listen, Tyler Van Dyke, he sucks. He is terrible. Dang. Okay, when you look at him, he's looking like the air stinks. He ain't no leader, no leadership. He ain't riding there. He ain't like talking to guys. He is not a leader. None of them guys are leaders on that team. Okay, I mean, look at him. Look at him when he's looking like somebody farted, and he just like he's smelling some shit. North Carolina is always going to beat us because the coaches and those guys are coming out there and they're playing ball. Our guys look like the same team. I said that Saturday night. I think somebody disagreed with me, but they came out flash. They're like the same team. They got flashes, but they just can't put it together. North Carolina been playing good for the last couple of years. What's the excuse? Why can't we play good? Somebody tell me. I'm tired of looking at that crap. I'm a BFK fan, but something's wrong there. Something's wrong, man. We need some leaders on that team. We need some ball players. Listen, people need to be scared to play Miami football. They need to be scared to come and play Miami. They ain't scared of nobody on that field when they step on there. And that's the whole thing. I think we're scared when we step on the field. But nobody's scared to play Miami. Nobody. Who are they going to fear? Nobody. Okay? They say, you said a couple of weeks ago, no, man, X is okay, do X. Hey, I like a strip hole too. But goddamn, he got to throw somebody past him. He's going to a midget. He's going to a midget.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I said it. I said that shit.
Oh,
he's going to a midget.
John the Baptist is killing us.
Listen, you can't get none of them other players on the sideline. Ray Joseph can't come out there and play. You always say him Bashard. He can't come out there and play.
Did you say Mary and Joseph?
Sideline to sideline. Listen, they got to run the sideline to sideline. You don't see nobody going vertical. Okay? Tyler Van Dyke ain't it. Okay, don't crash my plane. Shit, I've been going a while. They cannot play the way they're playing. They're going to go to North Carolina, and if they got their own attitude, and he walks around like, hey, it's fog in there, and the air stinks, they're going to whoop our ass again. It is what it is. He is not a leader. Point blank.
Oh,
go get your life wallet. Get some goddamn body that can play. Tell quarterback to come in there and be a leader of that goddamn team. Point blank. He is not a leader. You show me who's leading. Look at the sideline. What they doing? They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. They're at the game just like me and you watching.
I feel you, John.
That's what they look like. Waiting on Jordan to make a play. Jordan don't play football. Man, fuck that shit. Love you, coach. You're the man. Later.
Love you too, dog. Come on, man. John the Baptist from Polk County. Call the man a midget, man. The man catching the ball. We're going to talk about it, but we're going to get it in. Real quick, for all the members out there, if you see your name in green, that means y'all a member. This man right here got a special emoji. Y'all go check him out, man. I got my man Get Down Brown in this thing. What's up with you, Get Down?
Coach, what's up, baby?
I'm ready, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, it's been a rough few days, man. I got to get the elephant out the room.
Talk
and
to
I
me.
ain't slapping but one person. Coach, I got to slap Coach Mario Cristobal. And I'm going to explain why. And I'm going to get to it real quick. So, Coach, that's the first person I'm slapping. Because we had a chance to go 5-0. We had a chance to show the nation that we're making a step. And you got to get yourself out the way. You got to get your ego out the way. This ain't Stanford and Oregon. This is Miami. You had big-time recruits there. Open up ACC play. And you too proud to show everybody that you don't really pray. Because most of the time when you pray, you get on your knees. So he needs to be slapped. Moving on. Listen, moving on. And I'm a man of the cloth. Moving on. TBD, them red zone INTs, this kid from up my way named Emory Williams, he too good to be sitting down if TBD going back to 2021. See, TBD got a rearview mirror in his car because he's looking back. He playing the way he played in 2022. This is 2023. So we don't need you throwing it to the other team in the red zone, even if you do run him down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our big-time players, they got to make big-time plays. And I feel like they kind of rushed them back. But, man, nobody gets behind you, man. You put your foot on the goal line, everything in front of you. You kick 3, best team winning in overtime. But we never should have went there if we take the knee. Now, let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move forward. We got everything's still on the table.
Mm-hmm.
If we run the table. I say everything's still on the table, Coach Hayes, if we run the table. But let's be real now. This bunch up there in powder blue and white, way better than them people that went and got a defensive coordinator out of Publix and say, hey, come on, we playing the Canes. Come get my 11 to play defense. They did that. That's what I want to see my coaches do. My offensive coordinator, my defensive coordinator, man, they went to sleep in this game. They didn't look prepared. You can't say lights, camera, action, and you pull the curtain back and you still getting dressed. We weren't even dressed, Coach. We wasn't ready.
Get out of here with that crazy.
And yet, come on. So listen, moving forward, everything's still on the table. All the excuses gone.
I want to see my coordinators don't get alligator arms on the rotation with the running backs, with the receivers. In big game, coaches that scared the coach, they get alligator arms, meaning all them guys that they was playing early in the season. I need to see all 4 running backs. What Mark Fletcher was. I need Parrish back in there. I need to see. I need AJ. I need the Allen kid from Nebraska. Come on, man. Don't get alligator arms in big games and forget the guys on the roster. That's what scared coaches do. I want to say this, and I'm through with the coaches. They got to be accountable now. Huh? They got to be Coach Hayes is accountable. You got that microphone set up, and we're getting ready to do your show, and you don't show up. I need my coaches to coach. I need you to be accountable.
I love it.
Hey, man, love the podcast. Thanks for letting me on. Everything's still on the table now, but to run the table, you got to have a big appetite. You got to be hungry. You got to be ready to eat in Carolina. You got to be ready to come back home and eat. Then, they got a Louisville team out there. Now, Coach Cristobal coaching at his alma mater. Coach Jeff Brom, not gonna lie, man. I wish I can get it. I wish I can go in the coaches portal and get Jeff Brom in Miami, Florida. Them Louisville Cardinals looking scary up there. So, man, everything on the table, but we got ranked teams to put us right where we want to be if we can run the table. Coach, I got our tickets on ice, baby, no matter what they do.
Well, listen, I'm ready to go, man. I just want to let you know your emoji is up and live in the chat. So all the members, do me a favor. He got a get down brown emoji right there. You see him in the orange and green suit with the 83. Because what's your name again?
Get down, bro. 1983. Been a Kane fan since 1983. I seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I ain't trying to steal your show, Coach. So you can't give me anything. Coach Cristobal, you can't take me to Red Lobster and then ease on Rally Burger in there and put it up under the pan. I know what I mean. Give me some good football, man.
I love it, dog.
Stay here too long.
All right.
Hey, Coach, love you, man.
Love you too, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Hey, go Canes, man.
Go Canes. All right, I'm bringing in the next person here, man. I have to say this. I want to give some love to some donos before I bring them in. Right here, CW for the $2 says it reflected a deeper institutional dysfunction. I believe that's when he was talking about them throwing the balls in. I mean, the bottles and stuff out the thing. And then the juice for the $5. We hunting Tar Heels. I don't even know what a Tar Heel is. And also, I want to make sure I give some love right here on the Cash App right there. A big shout out there to Mr. Young for the $5. Says go Canes. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much on the Cash App, man. I really appreciate that. And like I said, we'll make it happen. Anyway, y'all funny. All right. Also, here we go. Let me see here. I believe this is who I think it is. Is this who I think it is? Hi, hold on.
Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. We're all here to do what we're all here to do. Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
Now, this is Miss Wilcox, a.k.a. the Oracle. Last time she was on here, she blessed me out. And I deserved it. I went back and watched it 25 times. And Miss Wilcox, my feelings were hurt at first, and I got the emotion out the way, and I digested the information you gave me. And I need some more food for thought. Talk to me. What's your thoughts?
First of all, that white helmet and the referee, they kept flashing it back in the days where Miami was knocked out of the playoffs to go for a victory. And if y'all don't watch some of these other channels, they put it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
The referees let Georgia Tech get no penalty. You know, a lot of penalty was just jumping off sides and getting quick to your quarterback or fighting or taking a arm and pushing it down on one of your players. And you must have forgot.
Mm-mm.
The clock was ticking so slow. After they lied and said that running back wasn't down. I think time ticks very slow. And how can a man keep hopping and part of his body was down before he got on the outside? Y'all can see that shit. Huh?
No, ma'am.
The time was ticking slow. They had 20 minutes, 26 minutes to make a touchdown. But remember when the guy called himself kind of popping his body, trying to get out to the outside, but some of his body was still hitting the ground?
Mm-hmm.
The game should have been over right then and there.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all not paying attention.
No, ma'am.
Y'all been drinking too much and not understanding. Any part of your body go down, you can't keep weakening your body to get outside because he was already should have been low down by the referee. But the referee was never on y'all side. This game was bought, explainable, taxed, and you're supposed to win about 21. But they boxed you in because Georgia Tech plays dirty. And they was all right with it. And the referees. They had so many penalties that should have been called outside, jumping outside, hand fighting and everything else. But remember, you kept on messing with the other receivers. The referee turned around like, okay, they're not paying attention. This game was already about sold, and nothing y'all can do. You can talk about it, but at the end of the day, they wanted to bring you down for the level of the money they want to pay these kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Mine have a true deal of a contract like USC and all these other teams, the federal FBI coming in because they've been lying, saying they can afford these kids and then lying, and now these mamas are getting upset because one or two getting money, 3 or 4 not getting money. No, this game coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
That's 2 white helmets. And I'm not going to say one may have a blue stripe or may have a white stripe. One may have a green stripe. One may have an orange stripe. It's how the referee going to play. The zebra is telling you they want you 84. You could have been 12-0.
Mm-hmm.
This is higher up than what y'all know are taking these games away.
Mm-hmm.
The running back wanted to have 100 yards. Mario wanted to make sure he get 100 yards. The referee did what he did in your face. And he kept looking. And when he said it, he had a smirk on his face. They didn't care, but still, how 26 seconds kind to be 20 seconds and the guy's jumping his body to get outside when he's already down.
Yes, ma'am.
What did the referee say? Did he throw a flag? Did he just cancel out, say it, the game is over with? Because what? No, the minutes was on the board for them.
Yes,
ticking very slow. If you go back, look at the time. At the end, it was going fast for Miami, but it was going slow for Georgia Tech.
Yes,
they
ma'am.
know. And I'm out.
By Ms. Wilcox. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oracle has spoken. The Zebras gonna see 2 white helmets on Saturday. One gonna have a green stripe and one gonna have a blue stripe. You may not be able to figure this out by now. But you made the choice already. You just here to figure out why you made the choice. You better believe that. That is the Oracle, ladies and gentlemen, aka Ms. Wilcox in the building. We got my man right here. Just talked about him. Trevor, what's up with you, baby, from Interstate Sports? What's up, man? Talk to us.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How you feeling, man? I made sure that you I think when I talked to you last, I had you call the CCC number, which was the Canes Crisis Center. And glad to hear you still talking to me because that means it worked. How you feeling, bro?
It didn't work. Crisis Center. We need to get them some counseling. I'm still on the edge. I still can't believe it, Coach. I can tell you no lie. I still can't believe it. But I hear the caller talking about TVD not being a leader.
Uh-huh.
I got a co-sign on that because he owed the team a win after them 3 debacles that he threw. And even if the play came from the sideline, he should have took the punishment at practice and said, I wasn't going to call that mess. Even though he was in the shotgun, he should have still taken a knee or fall on his face, do something.
Fall on his face?
Fall on his face, fall on the back of his head, do something, fall down, roll over, dig a hole, put the hatch down. I don't care what he would have done. So that's a sign of leadership. He should have showed a sign of leadership and said, that's not a play I'm going to call. I owe it to the guys for keeping me in this game. And let me take this ball down and go to sleep on it. Like you told me. Take one of them Kings football and just lay down in the store.
Just lay
but
down.
I'm going to leave that behind me.
Yes.
And I'm going to go this Saturday coming.
All right, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts about North Carolina?
What I'm not going to do is stay inside my store and watch that football game. Because when that game was over, I stayed in that store till 4:30 in the morning. Pissed off and didn't want to go home. So this time, I'm just go home, and I probably just wait till the post-game show. Because I can't put myself through it, Coach. I can't put myself through it. It's been a horrible week, all week. When I go to work, I go to work excited. I've been going to work this week and just sitting on the stool, looking at the score, saying, I sure hope this changes before Saturday. I was almost out of the doghouse until I watched The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And then I blame you. You took me all the way back to Saturday. I had to start all over again.
Oh, God.
It's hard, man.
So if you want to be depressed, then go back and watch The Good, Bad, and Ugly. Go watch The Good, Bad, and Ugly. We'll go from there.
I think if I go watch The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, I'd probably go and jump off the bridge. I don't want to jump off the bridge, Coach. It's hard out here being a Cane right now, man. I still got people coming in the store talking about, oh, man, you got some Georgia Tech stuff? Taking it on the chin. It's Mario's fault. It's the OC fault. But now I'm just putting it all on Tyler Van Dyke. I know when I go to the store tomorrow, I'm going to hear, you got some Georgia Tech stuff? If they make me have to go through next week talking about, you got some UNC stuff? I got to lower the flag, man. It's at half mast for me right now. I don't want to have to turn the flag upside down and be in distress. Like we went to war and lost that too. Can't do it, Coach. Can't do it. It's hard out here right now for me. It really is, man.
So here we go, man. So here we go. Hold up. So Trevor, I tell y'all, people know y'all see the sponsorship. I told y'all the dude was a big Cane fan. Right. Look, the perfect time, man. Your flag just comes up here. Big Cane fan. The dude up here has a business selling memorabilia and is mad that he got to sell some Georgia Tech stuff because it lost to the Cane.
See, Coach, you laughing, man. This ain't all that funny, man. But that's all right. I'm gonna let you have that. I just hope.
I love
because
it.
I ain't gonna crank it up. I ain't gonna crank it up until Saturday morning at 10 o'clock when I open up. And then I go back into that, you know what? It's all about the U. Ain't nobody gonna beat us. It's a shame I can't go 12-0 this year. You know what? In fact, I take that back. We are going 12-0 because we won that game. And if I'm dreaming, just leave me alone. We won that game until you know what happened. We ain't gonna talk about it no more. It's all about the U, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, brother.
Go Canes. And if I'm around on Saturday, call me when you're getting ready to do the post-game show because I'm going to probably be inside my tent, buckled down with the hat down, with probably an M16 in my arm trying to shoot up I-95 to get them yellow. You know what a Tar Heel is? I don't. Anyway.
He was talking about what? He was talking about
go back to sleep.
He was talking about water. Water GUNs. YouTube. That's what he was talking about. Anyway, appreciate it, Trevor. Thanks, dog.
All right, I'm going back in my therapy session. All at you.
Listen, man. The man say we won the game. He out there dreaming. You know, Coach like to sing. Here you go. Y'all remember this song by Christopher Williams? Don't wake me. I'm dreaming. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. I don't know nothing else. Anyway, Alex, all the way from Mexico in the building. Alex, talk to me. What's up with you, man?
Hey, Coach. How you doing tonight?
What's going on with you, man? Talk to me, man.
Brother, I think a lot of our Cane fans were watching a lot of Colorado shows, and they started getting that Colorado 12-0 and going undefeated. At the start of the year, I agreed with you. I thought we were going to go 7-5.
Mm-hmm.
We beat Texas A&M. I think we're going 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
And I start hearing all this talk about 10-2, 11-1. I got off the chips. I'm back on the chips. You heard me cussing the other night and screaming and yelling. I'm calm. I'm going through my like the dude said. I'm going through my therapy, and I got my chips one day at a time. I'm a Mario guy. He's gotten some serious vitriol from national media all the way to the Miami sports media, the newspapers, TV. I mean, it's just hardcore. I think we're going to still have. We got to beat Louisville. We got to beat Virginia, and we got to beat Boston College after Thanksgiving.
Boston College ain't no slouch either, man. This quarterback they got, this Castellanos.
I know. I think. I hope we do good against North Carolina. They got a great quarterback. I think we got a great. If our defense can play, I think we'll be in the game. If we're going to run the ball, I have all the confidence in the world. We're going to run it down their throat. If we run it down their throat, we're in the game. If our D-backs hold back. Have you studied them, Coach? What do you think of their?
Oh, I have to say this. I looked at a little bit of North Carolina. Didn't like study, but I had it playing today while I was doing something else. I almost told on myself. But yeah, I had it playing today. And I was looking at it. It seemed to be pretty balanced in the sense of their attack, right? Maybe not resulting that in the yardage, but you can tell they have some experience. You can tell the quarterback is in charge. You can tell the running game is something that they use it definitely when they need it. They keep things off balance, and it's effective. I mean, Omarion Hampton can run the football. Drake May can run the football, but he also definitely can throw the football, as we know. The McCullum wide receiver has come along as well and done a great job. So they can do that. Now, I haven't gotten to the defensive side of it yet, so I can't really speak to that. But I will have it in by the time I get to the pregame show on Saturday.
Okay, Coach. Thank you.
All right, brother. Appreciate it. Alex, all the way from Mexico in the building, man. Thank you, man. My man Alex was hot. He gave us some of that international heat. Huh? When he called in on Saturday. He was hot. I love it. Like a hot tamale. Oh, Alex. All right, man. We got Shad in here. Guys, if you want to call in, I'm going to lock the phone line after Shad comes on. So if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to call back on in. Shad, talk to us, man. What's your thoughts on this, man?
Hey, Coach, happy National Pet Obesity Day.
Happy National Pet Obesity Day?
Yeah, happy National Pet Obesity Day.
Can I ask you a question, Shad?
What's up?
How do we get a day? Can we get like a, I don't know. Can I get a Coach Hayes Day? How do I file for that? Where do I go to file for a National Coach Hayes Football Day?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
honestly don't.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
but
please pontificate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna belabor the point. I'm not here to talk about Georgia Tech. This is North Carolina. This is a rivalry game to me. This is a big rivalry game to me. It has surpassed Miami versus Virginia Tech in terms of an ACC rival. I know not a national rival. So I don't care. Like I said on my live, I don't care what the run defense is ranked. I don't care what the pass is ranked, run game. None of that matters in a game like this. This game is going to be personal. Our guys are going to be pissed off. They're going to be pissed off because what I find interesting about their program is that even in the years that they were better than Miami, which I don't think this is one of the years, they played like they were the underdog team. So I don't expect them to see us come to Chapel Hill and go in there thinking like, oh, well, they just lost a heartbreaker to Georgia Tech, so we can look over them. I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting for them to play as if, we beat the snot out of them last year. So that's what I'm expecting, from this particular game. So this is the one question that I do. This is the one question that I do have, because I was just looking at some stuff earlier today, and because someone was talking about we ran the ball that well against Georgia Tech, and they were talking about the weather. So I looked back and I said, well, looking at our run offense, it looks like it's kind of been skewed because of the Miami of Ohio game, the Temple game, as well as the Bethune game. Because I said when we put it in perspective, the run game kind of was on track with what we did against Georgia Tech, which is around 3 yards a carry. So I know a lot of people are saying, hey, we're going to line up and run the ball down the throat. But based on the other 2 Power 5 opponents that we played, that's not going to happen. So I know people are down on TVD, but this is going to be the game that we are going to need TVD, because, in my opinion, I don't think that we're going to just run the ball down the throat. That's just my opinion.
I can agree.
Physical, to me, it's a 50-50 game.
I can agree with that. I can agree. I think the run game will be something difficult. I guess I'll answer part of Tanisha Barton's question here. She says, Coach Hayes, can you tell me what North Carolina does well that will make it hard for Miami to win? Again, I spoke about it from the offensive side. I haven't really looked at the defensive side, but from what I can tell is that they do a good job stopping the run. I can't speak for, because the stats defensively are a little misleading, and I haven't looked at that side of it. And again, even if we do get a running attack, have we shown that we can create explosive plays out of those deals? And that's something we have not done yet. And so with that being said, it is what it is. But Shad, I appreciate it, man. I got 2 more people in here, and I'm about to lock the phone line.
Okay, can I say this one last thing before I get off?
Sure, brother.
Hey, Kyle. All right, Coach, peace.
This mother. Y'all go check out Shad. He got, guys like that who needs enemies. Y'all know who this dude is right here. This is my dog V12. What's up with you, man? 12.
I am here. I'm in the building.
My bad. I had to wake you up. I'm finna lock the line.
The conference has been locked.
All right. Talk to us.
You told me last night it's a computer, so I got to start pausing my conversation to make sure the computer catch up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Are you drunk, 12? Are you drunk, 12?
No, I'm just going to have a new approach because you and your buddy Little Puppy told me I can't talk because the computer is slow. So I want to slow down my speech so the computer can catch up.
Are you going to talk on this thing or not, man?
I will talk. Let me just say this. To answer Tanisha's question, there are a lot of things that North Carolina can do to beat Miami. And one of the things that we are overlooking, I think Shad just alluded to it, is that North Carolina has a lot of confidence coming into that game. They're playing at home, and their coach, Mac Brown, has not lost to Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
North Carolina is a balanced team, and they have a seasoned quarterback. So we do have our work cut out for us going to North Carolina. Can we win? Yes. I do agree with what Shad just said. Everybody is down on TBD. Here's how I think about it. I think TBD is like a spade game. It's like the Boston, right? They run back to back. So what I'm saying is this. He had a bad game. I think this game he's going to have to throw the ball. And I think he'll have a phenomenal game. I think the run game will be predicated on the passing game. So we'll see what happens. Our defense has to contain. We have to contain the edge. And Mario is going to have to coach one of the greatest games of his life in order to beat Mac Brown. But we can do it.
I agree with you, dog. So, and again, right, I want people to also understand this too, because a lot of people have been talking about the edges. because we contain the edges don't mean we can give them lanes up the middle. We have to contain and contain the edges, and this is not really the U12. I know you get it. We're just speaking in general here to say containing edges don't mean just staying way outside and wait. What it means is, well, you on that drink tonight, ain't you? You on that cane juice, 12?
No. Hey, listen, TP said V12 on that oil for sure. I know what Hennessy sound like.
Hey, 12, you out of there right now, dog. You out of there. You getting the countdown right now. I'm gonna count you down right now.
No, I'm messing with y'all. No, it's a school night. It's a school night.
Not for
I don't
you.
do too much of school nights.
Maybe for niece and nephew, but not for you.
It's a work night for me, so I can't.
Man, you ain't working, man. You out there
I'm
looking.
a PTA parent. I'm a PTA parent, man. It's a school night for me as well.
You out there looking through the bottom of that cup. That what it is. You got them what they call them? The goggles on, the bill goggles. But anyway, back to our point. You're right. But we got to be able to contain it, but we can't let guys escape up the middle as well. I think Dre May is, like most quarterbacks, are the guy for their team. And if you can get Drake May rattled, if we can come from all different angles like we've been doing, and I've been super impressed with the defense and the defensive philosophy and the strategies that they've used and the schemes that they've used. Like I say, and I noticed this week, they stopped dropping those defensive ends in the coverage. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I had Bill goggles on too. But I didn't notice a lot of the ends dropping off. I noticed them going to get the quarterback. And Haynes King and Drake May, I mean, not the same player, but what I mean is I think the offense revolves around them. So I think we may have a very same approach.
For sure. So I catch you on the pregame.
For sure.
We'll make sure we give our predictions. So we do have this is going to be one of those games where we have to. I know you mentioned it earlier. Be mentally prepared because I think people said last game was probably a make or break of the season. I really do think that this game is going to be make or break. If we can bounce back in a positive manner, I believe that 8-4, 9-3 is still attainable. If not, it's going to be tough.
I was going to say this. We need that Texas A&M look. We need that come out, win convincingly against these guys. Yeah, we dropped the game. All right, it's over with. But a convincing win against North Carolina eases that knee pain a long way. I don't have to get one of the little copper sleeves that Brett Favre and Jerry Rice out there selling for my knee. You understand? It eases my knee pain a little bit. But we have to have a late field goal. Of course, we all like to win. But I'm talking about a good convincing win. Definitely helps us out as we go into the Clemson week. You know what I mean? Really catapults us as we go into Clemson the following week.
I agree. Hey, shout out Pilo. Pilo say V12 on that thong.
They say V12 sound more like V4
on that Cisco.
Copper fit. There you go, Shad. Copper fit. But hey, Daryl Page say
V12 on that Cisco. Hey, that's old school, coach. There's Cisco off of 120, off of 27th to 183rd.
Y'all know. It said that V12 sound like the people who call the bingo game. B39. B39. How about this? V12. Get your behind off my line, man. I got some business to handle with this dude, man. Put the glass down,
man,
dog.
Y'all take care.
All right, bro.
See y'all Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right. I got a guy calling in right now. He on the line. I don't know how I want to handle this dude, man. I really don't. But I'm going to listen to him talk just a little bit. I ain't going to let him talk crazy, though.
Hey, what's going on, Coach? Hey, did you get it?
Get what?
The money.
What money?
Man, the cash out money. Look at your cash out. Go check your cash out real fast. You do that all the time. Look and see if you got the money from me.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. What about it? It's so interesting.
Are you sick? Hold on. I tell you what about it. Tell me.
You said, hello, you know what's interesting, old school? You know what's interesting? I'm just saying, you know what's so beautiful about it?
Call your dog. Call your dogs off.
No, listen.
Call your dogs
You sent the money. You sent the money at 3:05 p.m. How good is that?
Call your
Hold up.
dogs.
How good was that? You sent it at 3:05 p.m. Ain't that something? I appreciate you, old school. I think
I told you I had to wait for my secretary to get back because she was on vacation. I didn't know the goddamn team was gonna lose it at that time. My secretary was on vacation. I ain't got no cash app. I told you I ain't got no cash app. I got money. I ain't got no cash app. I ain't stupid. Anybody stupid got a cash app. I ain't gonna send nobody no money. I ain't got no money. But when they asked me, I got somebody. I said no. Well, say why I need somebody? I said go have to come to West Virginia and go take 2 or 3 weeks. Sorry. Yeah, but it's all right though. Did you get it?
it's on the screen right now, brother. That's from you, man. It says for old school.
I ain't looking at you.
Old school money, old for bet. 3:05.
Yeah, it's all right. This all right. Hey, what about the next one?
We'll talk about that on the Colorado show. This is a Miami Hurricane show.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Hey,
Is that fair? Is that fair?
Shout out to the Hurt.
Is that fair?
Shout out. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. This your money. They mine. Look, shout out to the Hurricane fans. Good luck, fans, in the future. I'm wishing y'all all my best. It ain't much, but that's all I got. Yeah.
Appreciate you, old school.
Back to you.
Thank you for holding up that bet a week later. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you for being patient with me. You know, what I'm saying, hey, I gotta step my game up. I had to give me a cash app just like you, so I can get somebody to send me some money. That's a good idea. I'm gonna open up me a cash app. Cash app old school. I mean, $$ old school. Remember that, y'all. $$ old school. Thank you, Coach.
All right, old school.
I love you, boy. Bye-bye.
Bye, man. And I'm gonna donate that $50 to the shorties that I work with. Maybe I might throw them a pizza party or something. And I'm gonna name it Old School. The Old School Pizza Party. How about that, old school? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a pizza party here this Friday for the shorties I work with. It's gonna be called Old School Pizza Party. That's what it's gonna be. Anyway, I appreciate it. I know I had the phone things. I locked the phone lines. Guys, we about to get up out of here. Thank y'all so much. Remember, we got Friday, I think, Colorado play Friday. Saturday, we got Canes. We got great games going on. We'll be in the champagne room for both, so become a member, as well as I'm going to go get me a late night cup of coffee. Y'all forgot. Y'all didn't know Coach sold coffee, did y'all? Huh? Y'all check out these great labels right here. We got that Bally Blue up in the building. Huh? Go get you a bag. We got the Insane Ibis. We got the Little Timmy blend. Look, there go the Insane Ibis right there, the caramel. I think I'm going to get me a cup of that tonight. And then we also have what else we had? The Timmy's Choice right there, the house blend. And then we also have, the Brazen Buffalo. That's a little strong cowboy blend. So go check that out at the web. All the information is in the description as well. Here's the best part. There's no taxes, no shipping. Yes, it's $19.99, 12-ounce bag. It's premium. And I will say this. They roast it the day in which they ship it. So it's super fresh. It is. I can smell it really right here because the bag was open. I left it open. But anyway, super fresh, tastes good, make it happen. So for all my coffee drinkers out there, go get you some. Like I said, all that stuff helped the show. We got our own bag with our own label. Come on, man. I'm like Master P. I got products, baby. I got products. You understand me? So with all that being said, peace, love, and hair grease. Coach, appreciate you. Thank y'all so much. As always, go Canes, and Coach Hayes will catch you at the 50-yard line. Tony the Pod Boss, what's up with you, man? You remember here what he said? Like I said, Coach Prime will be there in 2 to 3 years. Tony the Pod Boss been putting this out. He said Coach Prime is coming to the Miami Hurricane in 2 to 3 years. I don't think it'll be 2 to 3 years. I think that's too expensive to pay Mario Cristobal out if that was the case. So I hear where you're going, Tony the Pod Boss. But in 2 years, that means Cristobal will only be in his 4th year of his contract. Not even halfway through. Get a little expensive, baby. Unless there's some real scandal or something that go on. If they fire him with cause. All right. But I hear where you're coming from, Tony Paul Boss. Appreciate it. Anyway, with all that being said, thank you so much. Go check out my man Trevor from Interstate Sports Gifts. And everybody who donated, thank you so much. And we out here. Peace. Exotic Ghost is a new subscriber. Loving it. Man, about time old school to pay me my doggone money. Man, hold up. And I got my dog still back here, man. And get down, bro. You still in here, man?
Hey, Coach, I'm here till the wheels fall off, baby. Huh?
Man, look here. Let me tell you something, man. These Canes didn't take a knee. About pissed me off, man. And I thought about you. I said, I wonder what Get Down Brown doing.
Hey, listen, don't let them do it, man. Don't let them do it. We're going to keep our composure. And like I told you, Coach, everything's still on the table now, but you got to be hungry to run it. The coaches got to be hungrier than the players.
I want to slap somebody, Get Down. Oh, shoot.
Thank you, man. Just slap the coaches one more time. Everything's still on the table, but, man, listen, you got to be hungry to go up there to Chapel Hill.
Oh,
we ain't beat Mike Brown yet. That man 81 years old. Come on, man. Mario should be pumped.
81?
About 81 push-ups.
81 push-ups?
Man, he can't let a man 81 beat him in nothing. Come on, I'm calling you out, Coach. Coach Mario, man, come on, let's go. Win this for us.
My bad. We still live. Hold up.